NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So East Carolina's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They'll try the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Pirates send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. I think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. So NC State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to around him play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. These 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. Like, you can have that kind of success. On first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get him.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Pride. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know. Some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. Turning on the Jets. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Card in the backfield. It's Smith.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down. And you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Back to pass, it's Hauser. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut block, maybe even double-team high-low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Dropping back, it's Hauser. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. To the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Snagged in the middle. It's Mitchell. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Owens. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Pirates with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Open space at the 25. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And you know, big chunks like this, and unless you commit to the run game, you got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding power.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pirates.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Complete on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Awesome job. Run the... It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
The Pirates are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Got a man, it's Anderson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Pirates will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Touch pass on the run. There he goes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Pirates in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. He wants to change this route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Just not quite able unable to make the connection. It's incomplete. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And now the lead is extended a little further. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And off to Jones. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl
wide open spaces. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Oh, he dropped it! And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. 3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. The sure hand. It's Johnson. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Reynolds. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the left side. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Back to throw, it's Hauser. Here's the pressure. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the fourth. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Looking for room at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Bringing it back. Touchdown, ECU. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that just up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. And this outing is one this junior signal caller would prefer to forget. And you can mark that clash as advantage defense, as corners made plays. Really, the whole secondary has, David.
They have, and this whole defense has. And this QB, man, he's been very ungood. Like, I don't know how else to say. Like, he just hasn't been the guy that he has the potential to be and hasn't put drives together. And this offense has just sputtered, and it's just one of those days they want to forget.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on the third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle with Gibson. It's a fumble on the play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? NC State quick to the line. Looking to throw again. Fights off a defender. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He was able to come down with the pass, but not in bounds. So it'll be a turnover on, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out. It's going to be a 1st down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Look out. He's got room.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
To the air. It's Hauser. This time it's complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running route to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Fry. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. NC State with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Turns it loose. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took